everybody, I'm here with my mushrooms and my cup slicer, and I am so excited to get this recipe started. I thought I would make it one where I chat along as I do some of this prep. So the cup slicer is a wonderful tool to slice things like mushrooms. It makes them really nice and uniformly thick and wonderful. So by the time they are cooked up in your multi-cooker recipe, they haven't shriveled to nothing, and you just sort of keep slamming it down on the food, and it collects them in the cup. And that's the really neat part about this, is you're not constantly scraping things up off your board. So I'm just going to do that with it and then keep going. It pushes the prior one up into the cup. So there we go. I've done all my mushrooms in a snap. What do you think of that? Next, I need to chop up an onion, and I'm going to make short work of it in the Rapid Prep mandolin. Watch how easily this goes. Beautiful knife, by the way, nice and sharp. It's the Santoku knife from the Pampered Chef collection of knives. And I don't know if you can see over here, my beautiful new knife block is gracing my counter. I absolutely love that too. So really, there's not a thing that I own from Pampered Chef that I dislike or have run into any trouble with so far. So because this onion is not that big, I probably don't need to cut it, but I'm going to still just give it a slice in half, and then I'm going to slide this down here, pop in the sheath. Here's my pusher, in goes the onion, and let's release this blade. That's done. No effort whatsoever. There we go. My onion is chopped, ready to go into the soup. Time for the paring knife, and I am just taking the spines out of the inside of a red pepper, getting the seeds out here, and I'm going to run it through the mandolin as well so that I can make it nice and chunky and prep that very easily also. Get the pusher, and off we go. Beautiful. Just makes such a nice quick job of chopping things. So easy. Got this little knife going again for ginger this time. I'm just peeling it first with the paring knife, and then I'm going to use the manual food processor to chop the ginger up together with a little bit of jalapeno. This fabulous tool is a game changer for me because it's such a quick and easy way to blend things or to combine ingredients, and you can make so many things with this. I'm back with the multi-cooker, and I'm going to set it to sear and sear those mushrooms. You don't even have to sear the chicken first for this recipe. So watch as I turn it on, set it to sear, and get the olive oil ready. The switch is back here. It's easy to turn on. You turn the dial till it says sear right here, and you can just set the time for whatever time that you like. Here we go, hold and set. So I'm going to put the oil in. I'm not even measuring it. It's just easier that way. I just like to almost cover the bottom of the pan. And in a minute or two, when it's super hot, I'm gonna toss those mushrooms in and get those seared. I think that will bring a beautiful flavor into the pot. The recipe says to saute the mushrooms for 6 to 8 minutes. So here we go. Oh, hear the sizzle? Yes, it's good and hot already. Oh man, does it ever smell good already? Have a look at those mushrooms now. Here's a look at the results from the mandolin and the manual food chopper. Honestly, it's amazing. Now let's get those peppers and onions in there, along with the jalapeno and ginger. Now I'm going to add the chicken and the soup broth and soy sauce. I'm going to select soup and set it for 7 minutes and press start on that. But for this part, the lid is closed. Set your lid in place and lock it, and then turn the dial until you reach the soup setting. Press it once, and then turn the dial until you reach your desired amount of time. In this case, I'm shooting for 7 minutes. Press it once to select 7, and then press and hold to activate the process. Here I'm mixing up 2 cans of coconut milk. They're quite separated when you open the can. There's a thick part and then a very thin runny part, so you have to mix it. Smells good. Now that cooking is finished, I can select cancel and then reach for the steam release button. I've now got a beautiful broth and fully cooked chicken along with the mushrooms, onions, and peppers, and now comes the next step. What I'm doing now is pulling out some of the broth from the pot and putting it into the coconut milk. This does what is called tempering, and it means that when you pour the coconut milk back into the pot, it will not curdle. Finally, a bit of lime juice goes in, and this is the completion of the Thai taste that we all love so much. Now the broth is a beautiful golden color, and you can see all of the deliciousness in there. I hope you'll try this recipe. We really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.